Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a pretty simple yet bright eye look that I think would look great on almost everybody, and they're super beautiful colors for summertime, springtime, even in the winter if you just want to color things up and make them bright instead of dreary like it's been here the last couple weeks. Even though it's summertime, it's still raining and I need to brighten up my world today. So without further ado, I have primed my eyelids with concealer and I have laid down a cream eyeshadow shade to make it easier to blend. So I'm gonna get started and show you a really simple eyeshadow look with two shades that you can make a beautiful look out of. So first I'm going to use this shade right here. This is a really pretty creamsicle type shade. I really love it for any season. It looks really great on blue or green eyes, but you can also use it on dark hair. If you have dark hair, it'll look really pretty on you. Dark eyes, it's just a really pretty color for just a pop that you like to see. So I always just put a little bit on my fluffy blender brush, and then I go ahead and blend it in the crease, holding towards the end of the brush, towards the bottom part of the handle. Gives me a lot more control and helps me so that I don't put too much pressure, like I've said in previous videos, to put the color. I just want to put it where I want it. So it gives it a nice, even, clean blend. So see how pretty this shade is? It really reminds me of a dreamsicle. Has anyone ever had those? The pineapple Dole Whip at Disney is one of the best things ever, and that's kind of what it reminds me of. So I always just blend it in a windshield wiper motion or in small circles, especially towards the outside, and then I bring it out like this so it doesn't have too harsh of an edge. There we go. This is gonna be one of those nice light looks where it just looks so pretty and subtle, and I really like that. Sometimes less is more, and number one, this is a really easy, quick look to do. Cheap because it's two colors, and you can dress it up or dress it down with other colors that you have in your collection, like browns, reds. I really like to use this red shade right here. This is like a light raspberry shade, or using this one, which is a more bold red, purpley red. So there, I got the orange in my crease, just making sure that it's blended nicely. And as you see, I constantly have to remind myself mentally to hold at the bottom of the brush. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little bit smaller of a blending brush like this right here. The previous one that I used was fluffy. I like this for in the crease. And I'm going to take this beautiful, it's called Blondie. It's a really pretty gold shade. I love it. It's like a yellowy gold. I really don't know how to describe it. The name is perfect, Blondie. So I'm going to spray my brush first. This is the Oil Strike Finishing Spray. It's my favorite because not only does it make the color more, just pop a lot more, but it also helps it to stay on your eye. So I'm going to put it in that shade Blondie, and now I'm just going to put it in the inner part of the corner of my eye right here. So this way it'll give it a nice little pop. I'm going to lightly feather it out onto my eyelid like so that it's right in that inner corner. Also a little bit under here. You'll notice that whenever you do this, it feathers it out into this whole area right here in the middle with this type of brush. So see that nice very light blend so that it just looks almost like a watercolor type look. That's kind of how I see it as, and I just think that it looks really beautiful. So here we go. Keep it blended. You can always use a very light hand to blend it into your eye, the other eye color. So there we go. Now I like to go back and take my brush, go back in that orange shade that we already used, and just blend that edge, that harsh edge that we just made, and make it look more seamless. Oh my gosh, this is just such a beautiful bright eye look. Then you can go ahead and take that same brush that you already sprayed. I just do this to kind of get the color off. We can go back in that orange, just right in this tapered part of the brush, the top, and then I like to feather it out, I should say buff it out. So you'll notice that we have some of that gold already in here, and now we're using the orange to smoke out the lower lash line. I do it with a very light hand, keeping my brush tilted up as to disperse the color just along the lower lash line. And there we have it. That is how I would do that really pretty simple eyeshadow look with just a nice gold and an orange. And then I would finish it off with my setting spray on my eyes to hold the color longer. Okay, make sure your eyes aren't open because I don't think it would burn. It wouldn't burn, but let's not do that. Now I'm going to take our Perfect mascara, which I absolutely love because there's fibers already in it, and it's really easy to apply, and it just looks beautiful. I don't really know how else to describe it to you. So I like to go from towards the eye out to the edge of the lash, going back and forth, and then bringing it up to the ends of the lashes. For my first coat, make sure you don't forget the inner part of your eye, those inner lashes, they're important. Okay, and then I like to actually use that excess and use it on the bottom of my lashes. I've also found that if you look up when you're doing your mascara, that it helps so that it doesn't get onto your eyelid. I don't know, does anyone else struggle with that? Because I do. I tend to get my mascara right on the top of my lid, and it messes up my entire eye look, and it's really frustrating. So the nice thing about this look is anyone can do it. It's not hard, it's super simple, and it only takes two colors of which you could just use the gold on just your lid if you just want to run out the door and have some color on, or just do the orange shade right in that crease to give yourself a little bit more color. So it's a very versatile two shades, and they're gorgeous to add to your collection whenever you want to just give yourself a pop of color, which I love. So after we do this, then we're all done. You can top it off with your favorite lipstick. With a look like this, I would probably use a nude shade or a deeper color because it's kind of a bright eye. So there you have it. That is our orange and gold look with just two shades. And I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, share the videos, comment below what you think or suggestions for more eyeshadow looks.